Yeah, I think what I'm going to try to communicate is the importance of business, and that public relations oftentimes is viewed as simply communications, but ultimately that communication has to have an outcome, and that outcome is a profit or return, a different kind of PR, if you will, than public relations. And I think understanding business is a core element of what PR people should be thinking about, and it's not always emphasized as much as maybe it should be. And so that's where I'm coming at it from, and then also drawing on some of my background in investor relations, which is a financial communications function, and using that to talk about PR in a broader sense. I was talking about it's the same as PR. Your end audience is just simply different, and the end audience in this case is an investor versus the media. So or a consumer. So the consumer in this case is your ultimate investor. The media or an analyst in the investor world is the conduit to that. The difference between PR and investor relations is PR, you mess up, you get another chance. IR, you go to jail. So that tends to be the difference. A little more technical, but still you're communicating, you're telling a story, you're communicating a message about a company, and ultimately trying to convince people that there's something interesting about that organization. When I left MSU, there wasn't a PR degree, so that was a start. I actually graduated in advertising and didn't know a lot about PR outside the fact that I felt like writing was something that I would be good at, and ultimately there's a lot of similarities there between across the communications function, the importance of writing. But what has changed a lot is really the awareness of public relations and publicity in particular has become more pervasive because of the 24/7 media that we have. That being said, I think the flip side of that is areas like investor relations have developed quite a bit, and it is the fastest growing area of public relations, and it most highly compensated for those students looking for a good career option. I think it's the connections that I built here are one that are some that I still rely on today. So whether it's ComArts or whether it's people that I connected with, the MSU brand is alive and well, really worldwide. And so I think a portion of that is the relationships that you build at Michigan State, how you tap that network when you go on and to do great things. And then I think coming back, what has happened in the communications school here is really exciting to add digital media and really on the full service of what communications has become, which is a much more broad scope than maybe the linear focus that it used to be. The summary I think is use your network, build on what you know. Go after some business background if you have an opportunity to still take a few classes, add some business in there because understanding business impacts everything we do in communications, and then learn to speak CEO, and maybe that's reading the Wall Street Journal or reading some business books, but understand ultimately your customer in many cases is executive, the boardroom, and so as that customer you need to serve, understand how they speak and what drives their decision making.
We have more PR tips on video at youtube.com/MSUPRSSA.
Go State.